What's up guys, this is Sean and today we're going to check out Skypark Kepler in Lido, Johor Bahru. We're at site, let's go! Based on my understanding when I was around this location, learning about development, these land weren't around. So, just for information, these were reclaimed. And if you look at the drone shot, it's massive. And just to illustrate where are we are right opposite Hospital Sultan Aminah, in between Danga Bay and the Woodsland checkpoint into Singapore, right? This is like 2 to 3 km away only, and we'll pass by City Square as well. And right opposite that will be the shoreline of our friendly neighbors already. And this entire master plan in total 163 acres altogether. Looking at the site of Skypark Kepler, so now you can see the piling works are ongoing, which is always a good sign. But just for better illustration, let's get to the sales gallery lah. This is the entire 163 acres of Lido Waterfront Boulevard. So only in JB there's this thing called the international zoning. So when you buy projects, right, there's this international lot kind of label when you buy. Normally the quota is about 50%, but in this area they got approval up to 95%. So that's awesome. And what's the benefit then? For foreigners, they can own units as low as 400,000 instead of that quota of 1 million. Therefore, if you have units that are about 500,000, right, foreigners also can own a property here. Anyway, this is the project that we're going to check out today. So this is Skypark Kepler, and we were at site just now, right? We were standing there right at the junction. Right in front of the project, this will be a 32 acres green park, which is going to be the largest park in JB itself. And looking at this scale model, I do understand why the towers are oriented in that manner, because this just secures the best view on both sides. And the main circulation point into the project, one will be via this Terbang Inner Ring Road coming in towards the inner road. The other will be via this direct road coming in from Persiaran Sultan Abu Bakar. And within that master plan itself, Skypark Kepler in collaboration with Banyan Group. So that's a very exciting thing to do, because they will be the main hospitality management for the building. So this will be the project that we're going to check out today. 3.97 acres. In total there will be 1596 units, 16 units of retail at the bottom. Basically split into 2 towers, Tower A and Tower B, and that is also the furnishing package that they have. Since this is a hospitality oriented project, so these will be all fully furnished. This will be partial furnished, so it's entirely up to you as the owner whether you want to let the Banyan Group manage your unit. So when you come into the project, this will be the main entrance coming in. This will be the drop off already. That will be the entrance to Tower A and Tower B. Then if you're driving your car, you will go through the ramp upwards into this elevated car park above. Okay, and for all units, you'll be allocated 1 car park each, and for the larger unit type, you will have 2 car parks. And the definition of fully furnished here will be in accordance to the standard of Banyan Group, based on their hospitality requirements. So if they were to rent out at a certain room rate and things like that, right, that will be their requirement. So besides maximizing the view for each tower by changing the orientation, that also allows 4 different parts of the facilities actually. When we come up to level 9, this will be the facilities plan. So below this part here will be the drop off. Then this side will be facing the sea, and this will be the main pool with the infinity edge. Then you will have a wading pool at the side. Then on the opposite side, then this will be the open lawn, will be the gazebo, the reflexology pathways here. And then this will be the active areas of the half basketball court, the outdoor gym, the yoga deck will be here. And then this will be for all the public gatherings like the linear garden, the viewing deck. Very extensive. What's very nice from a design point of view is the organic lines among the facility there. So it's so fluid, it's so dynamic, right? Totally in contrast to the tower itself. So now as we look into the floor plate, first of all, there will be 3 types altogether. Type A, which is 463 square feet, Type B, 667 square feet, and Type C, 807 square feet. You can see the sizes are all designed for the hospitality direction of the building, and based on the amount of units available, like you can see, most of it is actually Type B. But now look at the floor plate itself. For one floor plate, there will be 24 units serviced by 6 lifts. But when you go higher up, the T will only just be one linear block like that. And the smaller floor plate one, then there will be 16 units per floor, arranged in a double loaded manner across both sides of the corridor. And you will not have voids at all. So it's already designed like a hotel to begin with. Nice. This will be the unit I'm going to check out today. This is Type B, 667 square feet, 2-bedroom unit. When we come into the foyer, directly to the kitchen and the dining, then connected to the living. This unit type, there will be a balcony. The smaller one don't have. And the living then will be connected to a master bedroom and bedroom 2. So this will be a common bath. This will be an ensuite bathroom connected to the master bedroom. So the bedroom 2 will have a small window here for the views, or somewhat natural daylight, and if you can see, there's no void between the layout itself. Coming to the unit, this foyer here is 1.57 meters. That's why you can perfectly fit in a shoe cabinet here nicely. And going into the unit, the clearance is 967 mm, and this is a 2.4 meter height door. For this unit type, whatever you see, including this smart lock system, the smart system that is around here, I guess. So this will be where you can control everything. You want to have a movie setting, or you want to have a reading setting, all can be adjusted here, and what you see within the unit is what you will get. So the current selling price for the project varies in between 2 different towers, 1,003 per square feet, 1,008 per square feet. And this is where the collaboration with Banyan Group becomes very, very meaningful. When you get your keys, there will be an option for you to let Banyan Group manage your unit. So from an investment point of view, they already can standardize the market rate for all the rental, long-term, short-term, day rates, fully furnished, partial furnished, all they will manage. So the interest as an investor then will be very controlled. Of course, then there will be a profit sharing between the owners and the management group itself. Coming into the unit, this will be the somewhat kitchen and pantry area. The length here is about 2.15 meter. This is about 750 mm. And because of the design of the lobby to somewhat be like a hotel, you don't have the void. Therefore, they will usually mix a washer and dryer in the unit itself. And here will be the basin, and this will be the hob, a 2-burner from Pika. Bottom cabinet, top cabinet, all included. And this will be the backsplash. Very, very nice. The switches will be from Legrand, including the smart system as well. Here then will be the microwave area. Fridge right next to the dining area here, and this will be the main connection point for all spaces. So the width from wall to wall here is about 4 meters, which is very sufficient. And the wall-to-wall width here is about 2.74 meters. Ceiling height then about 2.8, and this will have a balcony. So this is the design where you can open both sides. So you can open from this side, or you can open from that side. You will have the balcony with a glass handrail looking towards Singapore side already. So the width here is about 1.6 meters, and the length here is about 1 meter. So it's pretty comfortable. You're not going to be sitting here and chill, but you will just be out here enjoying the view. And I think the best view will be from Tower B, facing the Woodlands side of things, because that side is unobstructed. You will have that 32 acres park view. Wow. Anyway, this will be the location for all your aircon compressors as well. In terms of window then, they will be slightly tinted to reduce glaring. And for the external paint, they will be using spray painting. So this is easier for maintenance. Actually, the water layer won't stay too long on the surface. And you will have tiles for your balcony. Moving on, now we have the shared bathroom. And I like the door frame connection to the wall. They added this termination line, which looks very cool. Okay, going in, this will be the shared bathroom. You will have Kepler, basin and WC, shower screen with a shower set, and I like the ramps that connected to it. This is very nice. Then for ventilation purposes, you will have a small window here connected to the gap between units and is frosted for privacy reasons. Next to that, this will be the first bedroom. So the width here is about 2.2 meters and the length from this wall over to the edge is about 3.2 meters. So you can fit in a queen size bed actually, and that will be the natural ventilation towards the facade. And I appreciate the effort in extending a little bit more for this bottom part here to maximize daylighting. So next to the bed, they will put in a bedside table here with your wardrobe space here. The thing that I like is they include this space here for the door to swing in. Instead of opening the door on this side, they decided to open the door on that side, so it allows a swing. Besides saving space, it also provides more privacy for the user of the space. You will see the same treatment here as well, where they extended the line of the door to this side instead of this one. Here, instead of just having a space for circulation, right, you will have a space for the door clearance going in. Then this will be the master bedroom. So the width of the room is 3.1 by 2.94. We can fit in a king size bed if you want to, bedside tables on both sides. But one thing is I like the extensive windows on this side. So in total you have 3 panels altogether. In terms of flooring, then they will be provided laminated timber floor connected to the master bathroom. Same thing, you will have Kepler for WC and basin. It comes with a vanity top as well. Shower screen, rain shower for this one. So that's nice. Full height wall tiles with the ramp connected over. And this will be the window for ventilation. Alright guys, that's all for the project. It's now time for Sean's take 3 on 3. For the first 3 thing, number 1 will be the location itself. That comes with the accessibility and connectivity. Focusing on RTS, also the Woodsland link into Singapore. It is considered very connected because ultimately this is JB City Centre, which is where all the main malls are, the main commercial areas are, the main schools. To an extent, you will have so many merchant amenities around the location. Now, then besides the main turn off from the Persiaran Sultan Abu Bakar, I like the direct connection via the Terbrow Inner Ring Road actually, because last time I used to use that a lot. And if there's a direct link from that one, going back home if you're from other areas of JB itself, it's going to be so convenient. Then connecting to Singapore, if you're driving, you can straight away just go to Woodland, they're very close. If you're going to RTS, then by the end of next year, supposedly 2026, even if that takes some time, right, the developer also will provide shuttle services to RTS from the project, just that the duration on how long they will provide, that one you need to check with the team. The second thing I like will be this project is part of a master plan itself. In total 163 acres with a mixture of different components, from residential, commercial, leisure, cultural. Then you got grade A financial offices, which is supposed to be the financial hub of JB itself. And then you will have the iconic tower that's supposed to have a shopping mall in below with hotels and residents also on top. Because it's part of a master plan development, you already know what's the building going to look like in the front, in the back, at the side, right? Therefore the orientation makes a lot of sense. Tower B is getting this magnificent view, but for Tower A itself, you are looking between buildings because you are oriented on the diagonal side of things. Along with the connectivity consideration and the living consideration, where you have the green park as big as 32 acres. That is very big. In contrast to what if all these plot of land are developed by different developers all together. Suddenly when you have no control, everybody will build what makes the most money for them. Therefore, the living quality and standard will not be as nice as this project. And the last thing will be the collaboration with Banyan Group. Well, this is going to be the very first branded residence in JB itself. And because of that, a lot of international buyers are very interested because they buy this project, right? as part of the collection, which is the third intention that I've always mentioned. Own stay, investment, trophy purposes. So this is part of the trophy collection of theirs, where they already own theirs in Batam. Now they want to own one more in JB itself. Also with that brand, it secures the management standard, it secures the level of hospitality that the guest is going to get. Also, as an investor, there's a standardization of rates, which is very, very good. So when you get your keys later, there will be an agreement that you need to sign with the group, and they will manage everything from there on. Also, when we look into the product mix of different sizes, the 400 over square feet one to the larger one, all this revolves around the design input from the group itself, knowing that which product type performs the best. So pretty awesome. For the three main things I don't like then will be the massive competition that's happening in JB town right now. So the entire real estate property market for Johor Bahru, it's just on fire. If you look at all the launches that's coming up right now, it's very, very hot. So there's a few ways to look at this one. One, this is because of the main selling point, which is the RTS, that led to such performance of the market, right? Then you will have the political agreement between both governments, both Singapore and Malaysia side of things. That just made a lot of things more transparent, more foreigner friendly, therefore creating demands for such products to be around Malaysia. Also the push factor from Singapore over to this side, well, there's a lot of other factors. If you look into the new projects that's launching, actually there's a lot. That's why you gotta be very, very clear on what's your differentiation factor. Number two, this is a more Malaysian thing. Entire master plan is built on reclaimed land. Can stand. I've clarified again and again with the team. So LWB, which is Lido Waterfront Boulevard, the entire site is almost the same age with this side of Tangga Bay, where the site has been around for more than 10 years already. So whatever that needs to be settled already settled down. So have no worries, because if you look at it, right, almost all of that are on reclaimed land. The last thing that I have concern of will be being the very first project for the entire 163 acres of development. So it will be somewhat like a loss leader for a while. That's why the retails at the bottom can be very, very helpful, because those are for lease. Those will be fully controlled by the developer, not for sale, which is a good thing. So at least you can have some convenience store or some F&B outlets, at least some, when the project is ready before the township is ready. But thinking about it, right, this location is already situated in city center itself. Right opposite, you will have Hospital Sultan Aminah, and behind all those will be all the commercial street. The locals call it Poti, which is the main commercial areas for locals in Johor. Then along this road as well, you are connected to City Square. So not too much of a concern actually. But one thing though, you will need to go through all the construction progress of the entire master plan. That's for sure. So you will see your neighbors being built, neighbors being built, neighbors being built. And I guess that's all for this episode. Very, very exciting. We are seeing the very first branded residence in JB itself. But now you can see that the entire shoreline, everybody just trying to get a piece of it. And I guess that's all for today. Thank you very much for watching. And if you really like this episode, like it, share it, and even subscribe for more information like this. Until next time, this is Sultan. Ciao.